Hey guys, really quick before we get into the video, I just want to apologize. The audio quality is going to be a bit questionable in terms of like in-game sounds, because I just figured it out as I'm starting to edit the video that it was picking up both like my desktop audio and the in-game sounds. So basically, it's picking up the in-game sounds twice, and it definitely sounds very scuffed. I don't know, I've not had that before. It just added like the game as an audio, I guess, output option or whatever, and it was automatically capturing it. I've disabled it going forward, but I do not have the. Well, I'm too lazy to re-record it. Let's be honest. Doesn't change anything about the video or anything, but it's going to be a little scuffed. So sorry, and hope you enjoyed the video. All right, hello guys, and welcome to the second utility video I'm going to make. Clearly, we are on Anubis this time. As I said, I'm going in an alphabetic order, so Anubis is the second map we're going over. I really hope you'll be able to, learn something and upgrade your game, at least a little bit. So without further ado, let's get into things. As for like instant smokes or anything, I don't know nothing. I was taught this in my latest Anubis pug, so the only ones that I know is like from this spawn right here. If you aim top left of this wooden plank above the door, you will smoke connector, and if you aim top right, you will smoke window. The connector smoke, let's just check this, okay. The connector smoke is not very good, in my opinion, but, if you want to do it instantly, here's the window smoke. You can, of course, if you want to, like, go A or whatever, just advance water. It's, decent enough. Obviously, you have to just be careful of someone trying to play on the left edge of the smoke. If you want to smoke from spawn, not instantly, you can go into this. No, I'm aware that there's like other instant smokes from other spawns. As I don't know them. I don't think it's, for this map at least, crucial to know them. For the smokes here, this is your connector smoke, and this is your window smoke. The connector smoke is a bit better. It doesn't go inside either, but it doesn't leave as much. Like, and that's really all the utility I know from T-spawn. As for like other mid utility, for the regular connector smoke, what you'll do is you'll get yourself into here, next to these telephones. You'll aim here, and you'll jump through the smoke. That's gonna, I'll show you that in a second. If you get yourself here, and aim here and run forward, right before you're about to hit the wall jump throw, you're gonna be nading right side of the mid. So kind of like that. This is the connector smoke, the preferred one, because you can see how it blooms. Then you have some meta utility now. This is the one that I do. This is the utility set that I do, because now, obviously, you have to be very careful of CTs dropping down into water every round. So in order to stop that from happening, I got a bit lost there. You'll get yourself into here, pull out your molly, aim here, and run forward until you hit the top of the second stair and jump throw. Then you're going to pull out your nade. You're going to aim like around here, and you're going to keep running right before you've hit this wall, and you're going to throw the nade like so. So what that does is it mollies, this part, so they can't, well, they have to tick if they want to drop down, and then if they want to, drop down through it or extinguish it, you saw where the nade pops. It pops right above them, and they take a lot of damage. One round, I had over 200 utility damage because they decided that they were going to drop and a kill. So that was pretty cool. If you want to molly right side mid from here, what you'll do is this is the old one. So you'll, line yourself up with the right side of the stable. It's not very accurate, and you'll aim here, and you'll left click molly. Now, they'll play behind it. They can play behind it. Now, there is a slightly better one. This is the one I saw Kickson do, but it's not that big of a difference, but I'll show you anyways. If you're going to like line up right around, like in the middle of this one, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of aim between these two white dots, okay? And you're walking forward, so you're shifting forward and releasing the jump throw when you hit, basically when you're outside of this wall, kind of like this, right? God damn it, wait, just give me 1 second, guys, 1 second. Pretend as if you saw nothing at all, okay? You have to release it a bit earlier than that. And as you can see, like, it lands here, and it spreads more into this door. You can still hold this angle. As far as I know, there is no molly lineup that, like, completely gets rid of this. But if you see how it spreads, last time the guy could be here, now he has to hold like this, which is a lot more awkward. It's a minor detail, but I wanted to show you anyway, because, you know, why not? And then also, yeah, if you want to smoke window or molly window from the left side, I'll show you the smoke first. You'll get yourself behind this line, or below, or whatever, and you're going to aim, you see this kind of gray patch on the building. You're going to aim to the right, and just walk forward a little bit and throw your smoke. That smokes window. Now, if you want to molly, I had a teammate who really loved, like, peeking mid-fast, so he would do the utility from there that I showed you, and he would ask me to molly window for him fast, and then he would just run down middle, and most of the time it worked for him. He would either get a kill, or he would either just take the space, most of the time. So how that would work, I would just go like so, and I'll show you the lineup in a second. But that's the idea. It's a molly window, and it has to spread, so, you know, some mollies can land too shallow, so they can peek in like this. So, you know, it has to spread deep. So basically, I just kind of go like alongside this wall, and you're aiming alongside the bottom of this, and you're jump throwing, you know? Like that. You just have to do it like full sprint, so, you know, you do it fast, like I did it the first time. And that's really the T-sided mid-utility that I know that you need. Everything else you can freehand. You know, if you want to split B, you can always smoke, obviously, camera. I don't have to show you that. You can also, I hope you know this, but if not, you can smoke camera, or camera. You can smoke temple like that if you want to split through camera, is what I meant to say. You know, flash, whatever you want to do. Good stuff. So that's all the mid-utility. Now, for B-utility, if you want to pop or rush or whatever you want to do, you can get here, you can aim here, and then, you know, you keep running forward. You get yourself into here, you aim here, and you left click for flashes. So you can see, like, this is where the flashes pop, so they're not going to be blinding your teammates. This is where the smoke blooms. So, you know, you have, like, left side covered. I don't know if I'm geeked or it landed a bit bad. No, yeah. This is how it's supposed. I have no clue how it ended up there, to be honest. But use the second lineup. Okay, I don't know what I did the first time. The flashes you saw, and then you can have. I do this on pistol rounds sometimes, and it's pretty good. All your teammates have to do is clear out if there's someone close, and then take connector, right? I've also seen people, but I hate this so much. I'm gonna tell you why I do this on like the internet, and they pair it with this smoke and be like, "Oh my god, you guys, you know, look at this perfect execute." This is actually how it's supposed to look like. Not the first two times, but the second. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it's like, "Oh my god, look, guys, they cannot hold you from anywhere. They don't see B main," and it's like, okay, cool. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Maybe you get the bomb down, you know, like here. And then what are you gonna do after? Like, you have no control, you don't have backside, you don't have connector, you don't have CT, you have nothing, right? So it's terrible. It's a terrible play. Maybe you can try it on like a fully co-round where you're, you know, just hoping to get the bomb down. Sure, you can try that maybe, but other than that, like, it's a terrible strat. Now, you can get yourself into here, aim here for the smoke, aim here for your molly. Go back to, oh shit, you have to aim a bit lower for the molly. Go back here for the flash, and find the fourth leaf, okay? So you see like 4 leaves, right? And you go onto the fourth and left click throw your last flash. So what that does is it smokes this, it mollies this, not this like I did the first time. Then you flash like your the way your smoke bounces, so flash pops around here, and then the last flash is here. And you kind of have a solo exec where, you know, they can really only play backside or connector, and as well if you want to pair that up with, like, especially because this is an exec, it's not like a rush or anything, so maybe this is smoked or something, and when you're ready, you know, you just have a teammate with this to molly out this entire area. They don't really have many places to be in, where they can be holding you from. They don't see you from backside or anything, so connector or on this side of plat, right, is what you have to be careful of. And you can scale, you can take connector, you can take plat, blah, blah, blah. Now, also, if you want to molly ninja from here, you can, get into this corner, and you can aim at this white thing above this, and jump throw the molly. It should spread here. As you can see, I am burning. Sometimes it won't, like 10% of the time it doesn't spread here, so you just have to be aware of that. Oh, sorry. You just have to be aware of that, that it might not spread there. It probably will, but it might not. Alright, now so for the A utility, this is a very, very good set for taking a main control every round. So you hop up on these, I think these are beans. You aim here and you jump throw your smoke. You have a, teammate ready to take aim in. You get yourself into here, alongside the right of this wall. You aim here and you jump throw your flashes. So you can see where this flash pops. I don't know why there's no lines, because refrag is shit probably. But it pops here. It blinds everyone. This is smoked. So your teammate cannot be held from like the stairs or anything. And it's very, very good to take a main. You don't have to flash twice. You can flash once, of course. Alright, now as for the A side utility, you kind of aim your smoke like this. Just be sure to hit this, because this is where camera is, and it doesn't hit this wall. So it's kind of like this. It's not an exact lineup. You take your molly out, you find this, and you go a bit to the left, and you jump throw the molly, right? And so you have your camera smoke and your, broken molly. They cannot peek you from here. This is smoked. Alright, now if you want to add flashes from this spot, they're not very good, I wouldn't recommend, but you can. You can just chuck them off of this left wall, kind of, and they'll bounce, like so. They will catch some things, for sure, but they won't catch some other things. It's okay, You can pair that up with maybe your teammates doing this, and if they use the classic turn and they're just entering well, you should be fine. But what's really powerful is this exec here. So you get into this corner, not this corner. You take out your smoke, you aim it here. You jump throw, you're going to smoke heaven, and when you jump throw, you tap A to climb onto this. Then you pull out your molly, and then you aim here. So basically the same spot, just a bit higher. And you jump throw your molly. And that molly's backside. So you have the heaven and backside smokes, right? And then you pull out your flash and you aim them here. And you jump throw 2 flashes. And this is where they pop. Now these are really powerful. They do not blind your teammates, because, they pop there. And they blind your opponents. So wherever they are, heaven, broken, sight, whatever, they should be very, very blind from these. And so if you want to pair those two up, you do your camera, smoke, heaven smoke, molly here, and, I already mentioned maybe the first guy can throw this. It's very rare that you'll have all of this utility late in the round, so maybe this can be like a set piece on a force buy or something, but as you can see, I think it can be very, very powerful. Alright, now we're on the CT side, and we're going to start off with the B side of the map. So I have 2 flashes for you. One is for an earlier peak, so you're going to get, it's not exact, it's just around here. And you're going to aim at this part of the wall, and you're going to left click throw your flash. So it pops there. Obviously your teammates have to turn from it. It pops high enough so that anybody holding from like back here or anything they could be doing is like full blind, as you can see. And then there's also this flash if you want to fight like later on in the round. Why if you want to fight later on in the round? Because it's not going to catch like anybody holding, like here. You'll see. But if someone's like closer, then yeah, they're going to be very, very blind, and your teammate can peek with it, which is important. So you go here, and you aim here, and it pops here. And so obviously it pops slow, so as I said, guys there won't be caught. But, you're catching anyone on this side of the map or close by. And what I meant is, like, your teammate can peek with it, because he's peeking out to the left, he's peeking these areas. It pops behind him, and then he can just turn around and kill the guy there if he happens to be there. Alright, if you want to molly connector from, like, this spot, you can just kind of aim here, and if you aim in the middle, it's going to molly, like, the left side. Here it's going to molly the entrance, and then it's not going to molly here, because obviously the CT molly is smaller. If you want to molly the right side, you can just aim again top of the same line, aim a bit more to the right, and I guess I didn't aim to the right enough. It's pretty hard to get it because you know this is the most that you can get, and sometimes it still doesn't spread. Let's see. Yeah, see, it didn't spread this time. So if you really wanted to spread there, but obviously it's very risky, you have to back up, expose yourself to main, and now you can aim like here, you know. Probably sure you're gonna get him, but it's also like very, very risky, open to B main. Ideally, this is the best molly because you saw how it caught the right side and the entrance into connector, but you know, it's risk versus reward. Maybe if this is smoked or something, you can do it. Very strong flash, so you kind of line up 3/4 of the way to the left on this thing. It's just, you know, whatever, like so. You find the second stair and you move your crosshair up. I have to turn no flash off for this. And you right-click jump from the flash and you peek alongside the back wall. Right, and so as you saw, like you're not blind because it pops here. And they are very blind, so you can get kills that way. Last thing for B is if you think there's a guy here and you want to molly him, you cannot molly him, you know, regularly because it's not going to spread out, right? So what you want to do is you want to get yourself here. You're going to aim here, so you have like kind of this part of the break, and you aim here. You're going to be walking forward, and when you hit this line, you're going to be jump throwing. So this is how that looks like, and it's, you know, pretty accurate, but I have faith in you. It bounces off of this thing. I have faith in you can get it down. It's not very hard. I practiced it for a little bit, and now I cannot miss it. We're going to move on to the mid utility. So the only instant smoke that I know is from the 4th spawn to the right. You aim here and you smoke stairs. The way my team do it, if we want a full fight, we will smoke this every round anyways. If we want a full fight, we'll send 2 guys from connector, so this and this spawn, and then these 2 spawns are going to be going from A main. This guy is going to be doing what we always do, and what you should always do is, you know, just molly mid every round. So they can't play it fast, or, you know, they have to extinguish it if they want to play it fast. You molly mid, and then this guy will come here. He will kind of just flash one of these 2 flashes, if not both. I should turn this on. You know, they're just kind of middle click throw flashes, and what they do is as you're walking forward, as you can see, they catch a lot of water, but also this one especially catches your teammates, so you have to be, you know, you have to communicate that, or maybe not throw it if it's a pug, so they're not blind. And then what these 2 guys do, they just, you know, run down here, and this is the flash that you can throw like so, bounce off of it, and 2 guys will come from connector, and, you know, you'll fight for water. For example, you can get yourself into here, and you can aim here, and as you're crouching, you left click throw the flash, and you see where the flash pops, right? And so everyone here is blind, and your teammate is here. He can peek this fully with the flash because obviously it pops behind him, and it's very strong. Okay. What I've also seen people do is I've seen people nade like this, so you have to have a pretty good spawn because you're going to be exposed. You can die here, so you have to like do this very quickly and around. So you come here, you know, maybe you do your molly, you pull out your nade, you aim at this door, and you run forward and you nade, right? And if there's someone crossing here, he's not going to have a very good time. You can also pair that up with your A player or the other mid player, getting into here, aiming here, running to about halfway down the stairs, maybe not even that much, and throwing his nade. So you pair this nade with this nade, anybody here is just not going to have a great time. For example, especially if they're doing what I showed you, it's very hard to fight with that. The way I would counter it is I would just double molly it. Right, so molly once they can't get in, and then have a mid player drop me a molly of his own. And what I do is just kind of get like here, you aim here, and you just walk forward a little bit and throw the molly, and then you molly him in, and then I would take, you know, come here, take out my smoke, smoke him in, and then, you know, you can hold it if there, because this, I've found this to be very hard to play against, and you can either fight through it or just deny with utility, and by the time your second molly is fading, so is his smoke. So you can just, you know, you can maybe throw a nade of your own and then and it's, you know, you should be able to fight for it. That is all the utility I think you need. That's all the utility I know. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something new. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do, I hope. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Next up, I'm pretty sure it's Dust 2, right? I mean, if we're going alphabetically. So, alright, love you guys. Bye-bye.